I'm heading over to a job. I believe they have a broken spring. The guy sent me pictures of it. From the pictures, it looks like I'm probably gonna charge. He has 2 springs on a single door, which is 8 feet wide. I think it's an 8 high door. But I'm gonna attempt to get $1,578 for both, which is $789 per spring. And then I normally give him 10% off because he's a repeat customer. So I'll see when I get there. Pulling up to the house right now. These are the garage doors there. They look like carriage house doors. That's why they have 2 springs on them. Walk into the front door. Hey, do you want to open the door that works?
The one that works, yeah, the one on this side.
Yeah, that way I can get in that way. I remember this garage.
So,
You,
spring?
yeah, it is. So you use this door all the time then?
Yeah.
These springs are actually a little more high cycle than the normal ones because of the height of them. This door is a foot higher. Normally doors are this tall.
Right.
And so these are wound more. So I think they're like $789 each. Yeah, but I could give you like 10% off whatever I do. So
Okay.
And normally it's set up like this on a 2-car garage, but this door's so heavy and it's insulated that they use 2 springs on a single door instead of 1. And so you're paying a double door price basically. You're paying, so normally it's $1,578, but then it ends up being like $1,420, I think.
First you said $789
Each.
Oh, so I have to get 2.
Well, I mean, you're recommended to get 2. That one is just as old as this one. And what they do is when they go up, they unwind. And when they go down, they wind. That's what's holding this door weight. It's counterbalanced with those springs. I tell people don't get these doors. I always tell them these are the worst doors you could get. I mean, they're even worse doors than this. If you got a 2-car garage, it's just like a nightmare to own them.
Because they're so high?
No, because they're so heavy. They double hinge them normally. They put 2 hinges. They use long rollers. They use thicker cables. And everything on them, even working on them, is a lot way harder than, you need like 3 people to lift a double door panel.
So you recommend that I get 2 springs at once? Because
You could do 1 if you want, but I'm telling you, I'll probably be back in a month to do the other one. I had a double door in this type of door, and I had 4 springs, and I didn't want to change them all every time they broke, so I do it for a living. So I changed the one, and I went upstairs, and my son came home, and he goes, how come the opener's doing the same thing
at
again?
your house, you mean?
Yeah, and I was laying in bed, and I go, what are you talking about? I fixed it like a couple hours ago. So I went down to look, and the other one broke.
Because I've replaced these springs before. So
That's what I was asking you. Did we ever do the springs on this?
Yeah.
I can see what I could do on the price. I'll try to get it down, but you should do both.
Okay.
Rather than
recommendation.
Okay, same thing that we've been showing you in all of our videos. This spring is still wound. That one's unwound. This one's got stuff in the way, so it's gonna be a little more difficult to get in here. But we're gonna do it and get it done. So I'll turn it off now, and then I'll come back in a minute. See the spring here? I've already loosened the set screws. We're gonna back wind it. Also, I'm just starting this job. I've been here about 10 minutes, and the time is 4:42. See how long it takes me. And this is a kind of a stuffy garage. A lot of stuff in the way. You can see my truck is right there through the window. Everything is that close. You don't have to go upstairs. You don't have to go in the house. Your tools, once the door opens, you just put your tools back on the truck, and then you're done. I got the springs off. I normally take one off one side, slide it over, take it one off the other, but there's so much stuff in the way here. I'm just gonna pull them all off one side, put them all on one side, rather than dealing with that side over there. Because you can see there's not much room in between here and the door for me to get up in there. It's actually 5:11, and I'm basically done. The door's open. I just gotta push the button. And see the traveler up there moving? It's gonna catch onto the door. That's it. Okay, I'm done. This is a hard one. I had to move the bracket and stuff over.
Here, a couple springs. Okay, well, we got a couple springs. What owe you?
Well, I got you another 5% off, which would have been 104. I got you 236 off. So
Okay, 1342.
yeah, and then you get a lifetime warranty with these springs. And these aren't the typical springs, like I said. They're made for an 8-high door.
Okay.
And if you wind the other ones, they'll break all the time because they're overwind them. They're more high cycle.
I'll try to remember I got my lifetime warranty. Okay, so I'll write you a check for
Yeah,
this.
keep that receipt because that helps a lot.
8 years from now.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 10 years. Okay, I'll write you a check.
I lubed everything too for you. All your tracks lubed.
Okay.
And I had to move the center bracket over because it was so far to one side that spring was too big on this side.
Oh, okay.
So I moved everything over so that it's more in the middle.
Okay. Soccer game, basketball game. They do some stuff today.
Yeah, but they used to have all the little kid toys. Now they're the big kid toys.
Yeah.
All right, just hang on to that, and then.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Okay, we have the time, 5:30, and check number 1342. After they made the check out, that's how much I got. How long did that take? I don't even remember. So, the parts on that for those springs is going to run about 50 bucks. So you minus 50 off of 342, 1342, you made 1200. Just say you made 1290, 1275 bucks with the gas. You made that $1,275, and I don't even know if I was there for an hour. And that was a hard one to do because they had so much stuff in the way. So that's what you can expect to charge people. You've seen that person from start to finish. He didn't really care that he was getting a discount. That's kind of how they act sometimes. But you know, that's peanuts for a guy like that, and they will pay it. That's why I say these are the kind of areas I do them in. I mean, these are all high demographic areas. The houses here, that house there probably about $8 million. That house there is probably about $10 million. I mean, this area I'm in, you tell them a price, they're not going to say no. So anyway, my thing is to do a good job, show up on time. You can do that, you can make this kind of money. Where else are you going to clear $1,275 in an hour? I don't know what, doctors don't even make that. So anyway, you guys should learn this trade. Stop beating around the bush. I'm nobody special. They call me, I go out there, I do the jobs. Every job is, I feel like I'm gonna make a killing. I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of money. More money I'd make in any other type of trade I'd do. More money than anything I can do. Stop kidding yourself. You're not gonna make money online. You're not gonna make money doing all these other fantasy things that, all these people selling fantasies, that's what they are. All these people telling you to sign up for their book or sign up for their instructions, how to do it. That's all a fantasy. This is a real trade, a real thing you learn, a real reality, a real need. It's a necessity. People don't know who to call. I'm telling you, they're thrilled when you get there. You heard the guy thank me for coming out. I mean, they like when you come out. So when you show up there, they're never gonna tell you no, never. So you might as well get into this business, start marketing yourself on Google and Yelp, and your phone will start ringing off the hook. You can start going out, bring a friend with you. There's garages everywhere. They all need to be fixed. They all break, and they break multiple times. They don't just break once. You see that guy, I've been out there 3 or 4 times, and you know how many jobs I've been to? I've probably been to over 10,000 jobs. So 10,000 times 3, I have 30,000 jobs I have out there. If I make $1,000 on each one, you do the math. So anyway, get involved with this business. I'm off now. I'm basically off. I got there at like 4:30, I think, and I was done by what, 5? It's actually 30 minutes it took me. Didn't even take me an hour. So you double your earnings then. So if I made $1,275, I really made $2,550 an hour. But I'll give you the whole hour. So you guys got an hour, $1,275. I could go eat now. I got $1,275 in my account in 30 to 45 minutes work, and I never have to go back there. And it wasn't hard. I put my tools away. I didn't have to go upstairs, didn't have to go in his house, didn't have to do any of that stuff. So it's real important that, if you guys are thinking about getting into this business, that you gotta take action though. That's the problem. A you guys say, I want to do it, and then you get up to the plate like in baseball, and then you strike out. You can't just want to do it. It's not going to happen that way. You have to learn how to do this. That's the first thing you learn. Once you learn how to do this, you're going to be anxious to go out there and do this. And then once you do it and it works, you're going to love doing this. This is going to be an accomplishment. Every job is an accomplishment. And then on top of it, they pay you all kinds of money to do it. This is a no-brainer. Like, look at these houses. Look at these houses. This is on the main road too. So these houses are, this is the area I advertise in because, I don't like the lower income areas. I like the areas where, people appreciate you more. So a lot of those other areas, they're not as appreciative. So anyway, I hope to see you sign up for this class. You could go to www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Learn how to do this. There's a lack of garage door technicians. Your phone will ring off the hook. One guy in an area can't handle all the work. There's not enough time in the day. So guess who they're going to call? They're going to be calling multiple people. That guy's not going to answer his phone if he gets busy, or if they call you first, he's going to say he can't get there till tomorrow or the next day. They're not going to want to wait. They're going to call the next ad. It's going to be you. You're going to say, I'll be there in 30 minutes. They're going to say, great. You're going to show up and you're going to make the money. That's how it works. That's how life works. So you just run the ads. People will call you. You'll say, I'll be there in an hour. And you go out and make this kind of money. It's not that hard. You're not going to ever get in any business that's this little of work. This little bit of work you got to do. You got to have a few springs on your truck, a few cables, and you got to drive around. And you can't go to a job and say, oh, I'll come back next week. No, people don't want to wait in this business. So anyway, get certified, learn how to do it. We tell you where to buy all the parts. We help you buy the parts. We even help people with their web page. If you need, help getting your web page, getting your business off the ground, we help you with all that stuff. We're not going to do it for you, but that's not part of the class, but we definitely help you. We've done a few web pages for a few companies out there, and they loved our web design, and they're super busy right now. We have guys that, they call in all the time. One guy called from Boston, and this was back during Christmas, and he said he's indebted to us for the rest of his life. He said because he cannot believe how much money he's making, and him and his son even worked on Christmas. And he said he goes into Home Depot and buys all the garage door openers on their shelf, and he drives around and he puts these in all the time. And he makes probably $1,000 every time he does it. This class is so worth it. If I took that class, this job, less than an hour's work, I would have earned it back, right? $1,275, almost the amount of the class. So to me, if you sign up for any of the other trades, you're gonna spend $40,000 to $50,000. You're gonna have to put at least $5,000 down, and then you're gonna have to finance the rest. And you can only miss like 2 classes, you get kicked out. So, and you got to stay in hotels, or you got to be there all day. You got to sit there with 50 other people, and they're not paying attention to you. If you're not learning it, too bad. It's going to cost you more money to stay in the class. So why would you want to throw your money away and learn those stupid trades where you're not going to make any more money? This is way easier. Let's say you became a HVAC or heating and air guy. When it's hot out, people's air conditioners break, and you go out, you change capacitors and whatever, compressors, whatever they go out and do. But guess what? They got to go in back of the house. A lot of times they got to, all the time, not a lot of times, they got to crawl in the attics. They got to go up on ladders. They got to go out in the heat, the direct sunlight, where the fans and the fan spins out there. They got to take all that apart. All those parts are burning hot from the sun, and you're not making any more money. In this case, we back right up to the door. You don't have to go anywhere. And that's the next best one, is heating and air. We feel this job is something, it's not that strenuous where a man has to do it. So women are going to be getting in this too. So you guys want to think you're going to get into another trade, long process. You got to start as an apprentice. You got to work for somebody, work your ass off, do all the hard stuff that they don't want to do, make a little bit of money. It might sound good to you now, but when you're making this kind of money, that money sounds like nothing. Yeah, they're going to pay you $30 an hour. Big deal. If I was making $30 an hour on this job, guess what? I would have made $30. Big deal. If I made $100, I wouldn't even want to do it for $100. I made $1,275. You can't deny that. So get started with this. I'm telling you, www.garagedoortrainingschool.com is where to go. Go on the website, sign up, get your certification, get going on this. Once you're signed up, you'll be able to talk better with us. Calling us up and procrastinating is not going to get you signed up. So all you people that are thinking about signing up, go to the website, www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Get this thing out of the way so you're confident enough to know how to do this. You're not going to do it any other way. So you're not just going to be able to know how to do it. If someone called you right now and told you to come do a spring change like the job I just did, you would have got there and said, I don't know what the hell the first thing to do. But if they call you after you take this course and you go out there, guess what? You're going to know how to do it. All you got to do is tell the guy the price. And we give you price sheets as well. You just got to laminate them. We give you price sheets, what to charge customers. We give you, all the tools you're going to need. We show you what tools you're going to need. We have a video for that. There's so much that comes with this, and you get a lifetime membership to the class. So by the time you get to a job, if it takes 30 days before you get a call and then you finally get out there, like on most hands-on classes, you're stuck on your own. So on our class, we have little mini videos on the website and they're all labeled. Like if you forgot how to reset the cables, which side to put on first, all that stuff. All you got to do is go to that little resetting cables. They're all labeled, and watch the little 5-minute video, whatever 5 to 10 minute video. It'll show you exactly how to do it again. It refreshes your mind. So you're not on your own when you get to a job. It's like you have a mentor in your back pocket. Anything that you want to do, like, you forgot how to identify torsion springs, you go right to identify torsion springs. You can look it up and then watch the little video. It'll show you exactly how to identify them. And then you'll say, oh, okay, this is the left, this is the right. Any little thing we have on there. This class is so worth it.